I'm not saying that AEW will become WCW. It can. It's possibly on the road there. The views might have plateaued, might have decreased at the peak. It's a little early to say after 1 week of bad ratings. I was looking at the Figure 4 Weekly podcast on the Blood and Guts episode, and it beat like even Raw in some ratings. But there's some stuff I'm worried about. I was always wondering in the beginning, what if Kenny Omega and the Bucks left, etc. And I was wondering, I don't think that's going to happen now that Don Callis joined AEW as a full-time guy. But they could go stale. Like, I'm tired. I think there's way too much AEW. Kenny Omega still gets me a cheer, but everyone else is sort of like, whatever. It helped that Nick Jackson had COVID and could perform. I mean, it could have been avoided. Pinnacle and the Inner Circle hasn't peaked. I mean, they drew, obviously, for Blood and Guts. I'm not saying them the guys. And then after that, you have like Darby Allin, and you have Jungle Boy, and you have like Hangman Page. But how long could Darby Allin wrestle that style? He already said in the TNT interview that, for the TNT title interview, that he wanted to get rid of the belt before he gets stale. He had no problem with that, and he did that. But like, they have to figure out what they're gonna do after Darby Allin, and then Jungle Boy was like Hollywood, and then what happens to Hangman Page, and like if they get injured or if they get COVID or whatever reason, like they get stale or sidelined, what was the next step? And Tony Khan's very smart. He did plan that with Jungle Boy, Orange Cassidy, and all those guys when themselves are sort of old. But they have to plan ahead, and maybe even then, like, they might have reached peak AEW. Before something, maybe they hit 1.5 million, 2 million in like 1 or 2 years, beating on SmackDown. But maybe they've already hit their peak. It's something else you have to consider. I don't know if it's true, but they could end up being that way if the collector elite thing gets stale. The parallels with Hogan, Kenny Omega, the Bucks came from another company and boosted their ratings. That happened with TNA too. Let's go to the notes. And they were screwed up the Dark Order in the beginning of like December 2019. About for stuff. It's not my Discord. So I'm just probably on my phone. I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Okay, I wrote it incorrectly, but I do have corrections for it. So they push the guy. He's the top guy. He draws. But he's getting stale, and they keep pushing him. And there could be signs of that with Omega and the Bucks. Like, they aren't there yet. It'll probably take a couple months. But, like, they're not doing a lot with them. They're just... I mean, there's that too, part-time Hogan, not really doing much with the belt. Still drying. And then, you know, Omega had a heel turn. And Hogan had a heel turn. And... like, they have stuff in mind. They try and push other guys to the faces, but like Kenny Omega's still the top guy, the reigning guy, like Ric Flair, like Hulk Hogan. And they're unable. They try and plan it, but they don't figure out someone who can draw as much as Hogan, Rock, Austin, Ric Flair, etc. They don't plan it far ahead, and it doesn't happen. And that could be the issue AEW has in the future. What I originally said in the text message to my friend was they don't plan ahead, period. But no, they planned ahead, but they just weren't able, in this case, they just weren't able to, but they tried to push Billy Kidman, but it didn't work, and that might happen. I'm not saying, like, Darby Allin's Billy Kidman, but maybe he doesn't draw as much as Kenny Omega at this point. And that's that. What are your thoughts? Subscribe.